Welcome back to Real Comic Book Talk, people. Today, we got a doozy of a topic today. What is the best part of the story when it comes to comic book stories? The hero or the villain? Who really makes the story? Who do you go to look forward to in the story when you read the story? The hero or the villain? We're about to tell you our opinions right now. But before we get to that, don't forget to tune in all the way to the end to watch and see who our cosplayer today is going to be. You know you like who. You know you like him. All right, so Al, let's start you off right now, and you can let us know who is the best part of the story, the hero or the villain? Like, what makes it for you?
All right. Well, me personally, I sit up and I think about it. You know who the hero is. You know that the story is about them, Captain America, Iron Man, all that. But when you read or anything, like when something amazing is about to happen, and let's say all of a sudden something bad happens, like to the planet or something, you always want to find out who the villain is, because the villain determines how good the story is. If the villain, let's say the villain I'm just gonna kill one person. It is what it is. It makes you hate the villain. Hating the villain makes the story what it is. You see what I'm saying?
You need love in your life.
I'm serious.
You're talking about he has a lot of love.
Yeah, that is just hate the villain more.
I mean, because come on now.
I got it.
Go ahead.
If the villain isn't good enough, you're not going to care so much about the story. You're not.
So much more to the story. But keep going.
The villain determines how good the story really is. If I always go back, I mean, when I watch The Dark Knight, if the Joker wasn't that vicious, you wouldn't care so much. Look at Bane. When the Joker, God rest his soul, when he died.
What? God rest his soul.
He made Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Oh, I was about to
No,
say.
not Joker.
Oh.
Then when they were going to make part 3, they were going to bring Joker back because he was that good of a villain. That they were going to bring him back. And then you got Bane, and it went down because Bane is no Joker.
Yeah, he was a good villain, but he wasn't.
I mean, right? He wasn't.
He didn't have people fucking other people up. He didn't take half all that pile of money and just burn it.
Wow. Yeah, that was. I feel bad.
This town deserves a better class of criminal.
And they got it with Bane.
Anyway,
So close to walking off.
you got a better.
Oh, so close to walking off. Woo!
The villain makes the story. If the villain is not memorable, you're not going to care about the story like that. He's got to be memorable. I mean, as simple as that. He has to be.
The story. Okay, that is definitely your opinion. Is that all you have to say about that, sir? All right then, people. You heard Al's opinion.
You're next.
And I'm next.
Don't jump it. You next.
I'm not.
He's next. Yes, you are.
No.
You are next.
That's fine.
Who's next? Is it me or Dan?
I mean, I think we need to hear both sides. I
Boom.
kind of feel like.
What do you mean both sides? You don't know what I'm going to say.
The hero.
The hero. You are correct, sir. Step on down. Come down with yourself and everything. Clearly, you know the right answer.
No,
which
that's
is
your
the
answer.
hero.
I didn't say it was my answer.
Which
I did
is
not
the
say it
hero,
was my answer.
Which is the hero, because the hero is what makes the story and what people continue to come back for and everything. Every time they love his backstory, his secret identity, everything that he brings to it. Will he be able to maintain the level of honesty and truth if it's in that particular hero's characteristics, or will he falter a little bit and slightly go to the dark side, as we saw in Daredevil season 3, where Daredevil faltered a little bit and he got right back on track and did the right thing, which was don't kill, but take down the villain and make sure that everything else is right and saved whatever damsel was in distress. Heroes, what you go out there for. Heroes are great. They are what everybody looks up to, and they're what you hope that you can be. They are basically everybody's living
Chill out, right?
object. No, it's not. It's not a lie. It's what people look up to. It's people's.
Get your misconception right.
Oh, that's even a better term. No, it's what everybody looks up to. Their hero, their inspiration, their hope. That's what a hero is. They bring motivation.
Heroes or just Superman?
No, that
I was thinking
even
I swear I was sitting here like, oh, that's Superman. That sounds so much like this.
That's what a hero is. He is the quintessential hero, though. He is what people look up to. He is your hope.
We all know my problems with Superman, so I'm not looking at that.
Okay, so that in a nutshell is why I think, and everybody, not that, but also depending on whether or not they have a secret identity, and that factors into the story. And
how does that?
How what?
How does it factor in?
It factors in. Okay, fine. Okay, it factors in because people, when you give the story, you don't just have them. Not all heroes are 100% 24 hours a hero. They're also their backstory, their afterlives, and what they do in their secret identity that also can be revealed by a villain and used against them, and how they overcome those kind of those kind of situations. It shows what kind of hero they are, and people like to see how they overcome those particular situations and what it takes to maintain and become and stay steadfast in their beliefs and being a hero. And I like the fact that it shows what they're willing to do and their beliefs and how they stay to their beliefs no matter what the situation might be. And I'm here to see that and everything. We know the villains is going to be the villain. The bad guy's here to be bad. It's how
but the hero's there to be
how
good.
The hero is how
the hero's there to be hero.
How is the hero is how
so
he
everybody
deals,
has to define roles.
How he takes care of that situation and overcomes it.
Yeah,
especially when you have two parts. The hero has him being a hero and then him being with his secret identity. Now, if a villain so happens to find out what his secret identity is, he's going to use both and try to.
What if the villain has a secret identity as well?
And then that's up for you. That's up for the villain. That's up for the villain.
He has two different lives.
That's fine. But the story usually focuses on, majority of the time, the hero and his circumstances and what he does and goes through with the trials that he goes through throughout the story. Because the story usually revolves around the villain. And I like the hero. I mean, it revolves around the hero. And I like what the hero... And I like the hero. And that's pretty much my opinion. You can close us out. And who do you believe is the main focus of a story? A hero or a villain?
Well, everything you said was wrong. I just want to point out that. No disrespect, though.
Oh, that's too late.
That's
complete disrespect. But go ahead. Give your opinion.
All right. Well, obviously, we all know that I think the hero is more important to the story because, number one...
You're right.
I said hero?
Yes, you did.
All right, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
You're correct.
I fucked up. Let's take a step back. Everybody knows
right.
I believe the villain is the most part of the story because the hero wouldn't have nothing to overcome if a villain didn't push him to a limit. And I give you this analogy. Let's say Batman is having a problem with a guy who's taking cats and throwing them off of roofs. That's all he's doing. He's a bad guy. He's taking cats and throwing them off of roofs.
That's really bad.
Okay, whatever. He's taking cats. He's taking cats. Wow. Stray cats are that. Not also stray cats and throwing them off roofs. Right?
Why would you do that?
Either whatever, it gets him off. I don't know. But he's throwing them off roof, and Batman has to stop him.
Yes, he does.
Or you have another story where the Joker has. You can take any Joker, regular Joker story, but the Joker has a set of laughing gas balls set off in 5 different parts of the.
I know where you're going. I see.
5 different parts of the city, and Batman has to find a way to stop them. They all go off within a minute of each other. Which story do you think would be better for Batman, or any hero of that? Somebody throwing cats off the roof, or somebody who's about to kill half your city?
Well, that throwing cats off a roof.
See, now he's in denial. But y'all understand that if you have a weak villain, then the hero doesn't have much to overcome. You have a villain that tests you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and the hero still overcomes that. Then you're like, okay, that's great. Black Panther has. I think about Black Panther two very different movies. The first part without Killmonger with the Claw, that was pretty much a basic standard Marvel movie. Hero, villain, he's doing something bad, stop him, couple jokes in between, it's over. Then you have the next part when Killmonger was introduced as like the real main villain. And you had everything he was trying to do. He wasn't just trying to take over. He was trying to take over, help he feel oppressed black people, change the culture that how other black people received around the world, all that stuff. You like, yeah, this is much better. Everybody agrees that second part of Black Panther is way better than the first part. Why? Because your villain was way better. Black Panther was the same throughout the whole time. And he had way more to overcome in that second part of the movie. When he got beaten, got thrown off the cliff, had to come back. Really, the whole entire border tribe was on the side of Killmonger, taking his side. So he had to fight his people along with the person who already physically beat him. And you honestly felt he was really right. But you just can't let him take over. The way he's going about it is the wrong way. When you have a villain like that, everything in your story gets better. The side characters got to step up, like like Shuri had to step up with a different technology. I forgot the only other white guy who had to get on the plane and help fight. I can't remember his name. I just want to keep calling him the colonizer, but I don't want to be so much disrespectful. But yeah, everything happened when the villain got better. The Dark Knight. Your point exactly. Which movie is better, The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Returns? Be honest. We all know it's The Dark Knight. If you feel any other reason, then obviously you might be smoking drugs. But
if you think Bane is a better
if you think Bane is a better villain than the Joker, and The Dark Knight is a worse movie than the Dark Knight Returns, then obviously you've lived your life wrong, or you were raised in an improper fashion. The villain just makes the story. The hero's important, and the hero has to overcome. Not denying it. Yes, we go back and read the hero's books for the hero. Iron Man, you're gonna go read that for Iron Man, but you want to see what Iron Man has to overcome. If you just overcome somebody shooting one missile at the city, he can stop that easily with all the technology he has. That's different than when you got somebody like I can't think of his name. The dude with the 10 rings. Mandarin. I had it right in my head too. Mandarin. You got the Mandarin setting up a whole place where 50 missiles are going off in 50 different cities, and you are the only one that has maybe the ability to stop it. That's going to be a better story because you got more to do. It's just that simple. Whatever villain gives you the most to do and makes you think the most, hurt the most, is your better story. Your villain is weak. Your story is weak. That's why others like Daredevil before Frank Miller got it, and Bullseye, going back on Bullseye because I just recently found that out, he wasn't that great of a character. He was just throw a little thing here, and he was kind of a toss away. Then when they upped his game to doing some other wild, crazy stuff, and he was a little crazy, then Daredevil had to step his game up because he had to overcome him as a villain and him as a mental person. Then he got better, and the whole thing changed around. Simply because your villain got better. If your villain ever gets better, your story gets better. I don't care how great of a hero you are. It's the problem I have with Superman. He's all the power sets in the world, and no villain can really compete with him. Then you throw out like Man of Steel, you throw a General Zod, somebody who has all the power he has and is trained. Now he's got to overcome. I was like, best Superman movie of all time. I don't care what anybody has to say. Your villain is that legit. I dare you say something wrong with that argument. It's perfection.
I disagree with everything he said. The hero is the best part of the story. Yeah. If you got anything to say, I'll let the fans. I'll let the fans decide whether or not I'm right, he's right.
No, we're
or
right.
He's right.
We're right.
We're
same team. Same team. Same team.
Well, if you agree with Team A or you agree with Team B.
First of all, I think it's with A.
Let your.
So we're Team A.
Let your comments be known.
Yeah.
Let your opinion be known in the comment section. Hit the like button if you like what you see. If you love what you see, hit the subscribe button and tell a friend.
You can say dislike on Payne's idea.
Also, it's up to you. Give your opinion on whether or not you like the hero more or do you like the villain more when it comes to storytelling. Let us know. Hit the bell for notifications. Wait till the end of the video to see who we pick as cosplayer of the day. And until next time, guys, we'll see you guys. We out.